Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, yeah. Still alive? Yeah, I am. Barely, but I'm still alive. A little bit. How's everyone? I've been super busy this past few weeks. Ugh. I've been having a lot of assignments and stuff. Hello, Deadmans. Hello, Kore. Hello, Dos Spartan. Hola. How's everyone? How are we? How have we been? There we go. Might be a little bit tired today, but anyway. Life. Oh god. Oh yeah, wait. Let me where was it? I don't even know where I have my stuff. Here. Hello. A thing. Had an amazing day. What about you? I had a great day, actually. I'm a bit tired, but I had a great day. But I have something to show. I have something to show because today I did a thing. I don't know if I can show it exactly here, but look at this. I got a new plant. A new plant. She's beautiful. She's very pretty. I got a new one. I have a new adopted daughter here. So I can say I had a really great day. It's always a good day when I get a new plant. It was very nice. Oh, 11 months! Oh god. I just now it's in the chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a long time. A bit weird, but it's whatever. And BC got... Huh? You got an ancient CPU trying to work around? Oh, yeah. I had to upgrade mine. It's not a bad one. Like, Intel has been great, but God. If it's a little bit too old, it's like, doesn't work as much. Another one to sacrifice to the fungus god? No! I got it. Just now. Don't tell me it's going to have funguses. Don't be like that. I mean, it's always a possibility, but don't be like that. So yeah, I have a new plant. Yay! Like, I barely survived this past few weeks, but but like, I got a plant, so it's fine. Lots of work, lots of assignments, lots of stuff. But I did well on my tests, and I did well on the stuff that I needed to do, so it hasn't been all bad, so I'm super happy. Just a little bit too tired. ¿Qué es esa cosa verde? Es una campera ridículamente grande, una manta. This, una ruana? I mean, it's like a rectangle with the center cut off. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. But I mean, it's kind of like a blanket, yeah. Kind of like a blanket. It's the polar. Just like a blanket thing to wrap my... Yeah, kind of like a poncho, but it's open on the front. Kind of like the Jedi robes, now that I think about it, yeah. What is it called? I don't know. Yeah, it is a ruana. Ruana. Like, kind of like one? I don't know the name. We just bought a rectangle of fabric and then cut a little bit around it so I can put my neck in it. And I just rub it. The wizard thing I see? Maybe, yeah. So yeah, it's big as a blanket. Like, it reaches like my knees, kind of. So it's like a really big piece of fabric. So yeah, and it's green because it's the one that we had. It's not like I picked the color or anything, but it's a nice green, darker green. Very comfortable, to be honest. Really, really comfortable. I can just use it on top of all the stuff that I'm wearing. Make it purple. It could be nice, yeah. Having two of them would be nice. Do I see the raccoon? Yay! He's here. He's always there on the keyboard. It's just that sometimes the keyboard is here. You can't see it. But yeah, here he is. I'm not really much about green. When it comes to... Well... I generally use black, but... Like, do I have anything? I have a lot of purple stuff, though. I think this is... maybe the only green thing that I own. I don't have that many green things. Like, maybe a shirt? Oh god, I have a little bit, my allergies are acting up a little bit, but... Hi, Storm King! A glorious day indeed, yes! Hope you're doing alright. Oh god. There we go. I'm kind of dying here, but it's fine. It's okay. I had a lot of stuff today. I thought I was going to do way less than I did. I woke up... You know when you wake up on a Saturday morning and you're just like so confused? I heard the thing is that I wake up around 7 a.m. most days during the week, right? I wake up at 7 and to go to work, right? And today and tomorrow, I do have an alarm, but the alarm is like an hour later. Which makes sense because I don't have to wake up too early. An hour and a half later. And I woke up today with the alarm and I was just like, oh yeah, okay, another day. And I look at the time and I jumped. I was just like, I'm running late. Like I was so confused and so panicked. And I was like, oh god, it's Saturday. Thank God. And I woke up and I stressed myself too much. It was so stressful for like a few seconds. But I literally jumped. I went from being super asleep to being fully awake in like 2 seconds. And then I realized, and I just kind of got under the blankets again because it's fucking cold. It's way too cold to be doing that. And I was just like, oh god, thank god it's Saturday. I don't like waking up like that. A murder hornet? Oh god. Happens all the time. Black or pink, except for white jacket that I used to tell people that I can wear other colors. Like, I do remember every once in a while I do like colors that are like, I don't know, colors that pop a little bit more. I have like, this sweater, for example, is red. That I have on, under my, my black, jacket, I think it is. Like every once in a while, I do have a few things in orange, red, pink. I mean, it's not really pink. It's like a wine type of pink. I don't know. Red, more reddish than anything. And I do have a few purples. But I'm not like super... I'm not that much of a fan of really bright colors. Or colors in general. I don't know. Blue, I do have a few things. I like blue. Blue is nice. I'm late for work. Exactly. You go from one thing to another. You never stop thinking you're late to something. and now I happen to have both at the same time, so I'm just like, every once in a while I can take a nap in between, and I just take a nap and I'm like, oh fuck, I fell asleep. I just have to leave very, very quickly to get to school. It's awful. To start your I hate when you're ready to start. Give me a second. My eyesight is like the worst. That's better. You're ready to start your day and you have nothing to do because you already spent so much energy preparing yourself mentally for a productive day. Exactly. It is the worst. Like basically on the colors I have, I think I have like I like very monochromatic outfit. I just like black a lot. Most of my clothes are... Well, no, that's a lie. Because it's not that most of my clothes are black. It's that the color I use the most is black. So I think I have like a few things, but I use them very, very frequently. How many subscribers we need to hit for you to draw angry eyebrows on that eyebrowless happy creature? You have offended me. How are you going to say that? Why would you say that? Either I do a bunch of stuff or my morning gets really fucked and my brain goes, well, time to do the bare minimum. The thing is that today I kind of woke up like that. And then I was like, okay, I can sleep a little bit more. So I just kept sleeping a little bit. And then my mom was like, hey, Does anyone would like to go to the oh, I forgot. I always forget the word. Vivero. Like, does anyone want to go check the plants at the shop that they sell the plants? And we're just like, oh, yeah, I kind of want to go there. And I just got up. I just made myself some coffee and ate something and then left the house. I was like, yeah, I kind of want to go check a few plants. And I brought the plant that I just showed. I'm so happy. There were so many plants. There was the Monstera Dasoni that I really, really liked. But I was like, no, don't do that. There was a few Monstera that I liked. There was like a few variants. There was also there were so many that I kind of wanted, but some of them were too big and too expensive, and I was like, no, don't do this to yourself. Just bring a few. Should have a backpack. You know, that's something we can get behind. Yeah, that's something he would like. Yeah, I could make one in crochet if I could. Or maybe like a hat. That would be fun. There were a lot of stuff. Really, really interesting plants and flowers and things. I don't enjoy flowers too much because of my allergies, but every once in a while you look at a plant with a beautiful flower and just like, I kind of want that one. That is so nice. Really weird stuff I saw this time. That's the really nice thing to go when I go there, because I never know what I'm going to encounter. Low saturated colors with a more bright vibe. I like, well, aside from like very monochromatic stuff, I do like bright colors, you know, like with, what do you call it? Like really bright, tension catching colors. I don't know how to explain it, but really, really nice. It's always nice to have like one time a pop of color in your life. But I wouldn't do it for most days. Plant flower shop because it's in the way of where I train and to sports. I think I never even thought of buying something, but I like watching plants. Yeah, just looking around. Window shopping. I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm just gonna spend a good 15 minutes looking and saying, linda plantita, che. Me la compraría. Yeah. Like I literally could be lost in a plant nursery shop. I could just stay there for a long time, just browsing everything, checking the prices, checking the leaves, checking anything that I like. I really, really like it. I enjoy it. My mom and dad were kind of laughing. They were like, I think you enjoy this more than going to the shopping mall or something. Like, I'm not someone that hates buying clothes and stuff, but you tell me, do you want to go buy plants? And I'll be like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, I really, really enjoy it. Oh, there was a, what was it that I saw too? I saw a Ficus lirata that was very beautiful. But it was like a big, big plant. Are really nice plants. Really nice. Even though it's winter, so it's not like the best moment to buy anything because, well, it's not winter, it's autumn. So everything's kind of getting into that winter sleep. Let's call it that way. When a feria compres cosas o no, ir a ver cosas sí es una experiencia. Yeah, I used to go to ferias a lot. I'm not even market maybe. I really liked it. Just going around watching all the stalls and stuff. It was very nice. There's also like, depends on where you go, there's a lot of people, so you have to be very patient. New Star Wars movie, because I'm gonna on Sunday. Really hope it won't be We really hope it won't. Are you getting anything to eat? Enjoy the popcorn if you get it. I'm not going to watch it. I haven't watched anything aside from the 3 first one and then the 3 prologue ones. I haven't seen anything else. Not the animated series, not the Mandalorian, not the new movies. I haven't seen anything. So I am I don't think I'll watch the others. Whispering tones of snacks. Ah, yeah, if you're yeah, they say you're not supposed to, but I mean, who doesn't? Although I haven't gone to the cinema in a long time. Hail Mary was really good. Hail Mary? Correct friends, doing anything is fun. The other day I just sat in the library while my friend read the vampire book. Just chilling, enjoying the vibe. Yeah, depends. I like libraries in general. Like, just sharing stuff with others is fun in its own. If you're up for it. I've been spending all the time studying processed plants. And when I say processed, I mean book. I mean, that's one way to call it. That's one way. I was kind of doing... what was it? Because I went to the shop. Yeah, we had lunch. And then I kind of was like, okay, I'll just take a nap and do a few things that I need to do for next week. And then I didn't take a nap. I just stayed scrolling on Instagram for a bit. And a friend was like, can I drop by? And I was like, okay. I mean, if I don't see you now, I won't see you in like a month. So let's go. I did have to help her with a few things, so we took some time of today to fix her PC because her laptop was just dying. She was having a stroke, so I just needed to help. We were just there, formatting the PC, just installing Windows again, just hanging out. You finished Frankenstein. I'm going to watch Netflix adaptation now. Oh, tell us how it goes. From what I've seen of the Netflix adaptation, I've seen like it really has good vestuario. What is it? Outfits? Clothes design? Buy new clothes if it's for some occasion, or your clothes smells bad, because I see people buy new clothes wearing one time. Yeah, wearing them one time is not something I agree with. I do agree every once in a while you buy something that maybe you won't use as frequently, but you will eventually use. But, you know, you can wash them. Reuse stuff. I mean, why not? La fotosíntesis. Soy ese amigo que luego está simplemente existiendo en el sol. Haciendo fotosíntesis, disfrutando el día. I generally run away from the sun, but it's fine. Every once in a while. We can just hang out with friends and I'll just be there. Listening in to the conversation, but just existing. Or sometimes I just disconnect and I'm just like, what were you saying? I mean like that a little bit too much lately. But I do like participating on the hangouts. Talking with people. Oh god. Tareas de la casa. El otro día fue a lavarle los platos mientras él repasaba sus temas de estudio de música. You know what? That's also something nice. Every once in a while, I'll go to someone's house, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, it's a mess on my apartment. I'm sorry," and I'll just be like, "Okay. I mean, what do you have to do? Do you have to fold your clothes? I'll help." I just generally don't mind because I do have this one friend that every time I go to her house, she's doing the laundry. So every time she'll be like, "Oh, do you mind if we go upstairs to go get our get my clothes from the washing machine?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll just go and help you with the bags." And then I just take the bag and I just start folding everything. Every single time, it's the same thing. I just kind of expect it now. Like, you don't have any laundry? I really watched this movie called The Curse. It had a really awesome opening. Gypsy putting a curse on some family and them trying to deal with it as it destroys the family. First scene starts in World War One, but the setting is where the plot is based on like the 1800s. So it's like a very old curse type of thing. It could be interesting depending how they do it. Disociar y le tienen que chasquear los de... Decir, che, te estamos hablando, carajos. Sometimes, like, I had this happen in class very recently, where I just zoned out. The thing is that I zoned out looking at a classmate. And this classmate at some point was like, hello? Hello? And she, like, they did this. And I was kind of like, oh, sorry. It was so uncomfortable. It was so awkward. I just disconnected. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, I'm sorry. I did not even notice. Memorial Day weekend has been very rainy, so I haven't done much. Am I? Okay, yeah. You will make an awesome Fortnite skin? Really? I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much, automated toasters. Also, hello, welcome. ¿Qué tanto puedo sobreestimular a mis amigos agitando las manos haciendo cosas muy cerca de sus caras? I don't really have that much of a problem with that, unless I have having like an awful day. I could just be a little bit snappy if someone is trying to bother me, but not much than that. Ese amigo que siempre que se ven coincide que está con algo en específico, así que pasa a ser parte de su personalidad. Yeah, I just expect to fold clothes. Or doing anything like that. I don't know. You're gonna turn into a marketable plushie? No, thank you. Someone did that for me like a minute straight. I was so nervous, I just stared back frozen. I think because this person realized that I was just not really looking at her. I don't even know what face I was making. And the thing is, he wasn't someone that I talk to normally. So I was just like, oh god, no. Of all places, because generally I just zone out while looking at the ground or looking at the wall or looking at a chair. This time it was just looking at a human being. It's like, yeah. The thing is that it's like it was super late. I just start disconnecting a lot when I don't take a nap in the middle. Been awake too long. Like I just lose connection every once in a while. Or sometimes I receive like comments being like, "Oh, why are you so serious today?" It's just me trying not to fall asleep. It's just me doing my best. It's not that I'm bored. It's not that I'm angry. I'm just trying to control my facial expressions. So I don't look like a zombie that is half alive, half dead. Going up the stairs in high school early in the morning, which I'm like a zombie, and I was just like having the 1,000-yard stare directly. As we were walking up the stairs, yeah, I've had people call to my attention, like teachers being like, "Hello, are you okay?" But it will be that either I'm like super sleep deprived or just very, very tired. It generally happens when I'm like that, or it just happens when I'm just too stressed out and I just kind of turn off my brain. Or like when I'm in the, how do you call it, in the bus? going back home, and I do know I have a lot of time, so I just kind of stare out the window and just nothing. Cara neutra, animado, cara de orto, porque a mí me pasa todo el rato que mis amigos me dicen, Core, ¿estás enojado conmigo? ¿Pasó algo? Y yo estoy teniendo el mejor día de mi vida. Mi cara se ve así, te juro que la estoy pasando re bien. Yeah, I do have a very... a bitch face sometimes. I have like I look angry sometimes, or I just look very serious. I've been getting better though. I've been getting a little bit more approachable this past few years. It's been a long journey. But I do have like if I just I'm not there, I just totally disconnect. I have this very I'm not here to talk to anyone type of face. That's because I would fall asleep so often. It wasn't that I would fall asleep. I just kind of zoned out looking at a corner, and someone would try to ask me a question and I would just not move. Because I wasn't really listening. But thankfully, well, in high school, I didn't get to that point, even though I was sleeping really, really badly. And then when I got to university, because I did take a lot of classes for university, I did fall asleep in a few classes, like totally asleep. Like I'm very, very sure I snored, and it's not something I'm proud of. But yeah, I was so sleep deprived. I did fall asleep a few classes. Like, you know, like my head would just nod forward and stuff. And I'll be like, no, I need to get out of this place because I cannot. I'm trying to take notes and I'm trying, like, I'm interested in what the teacher is saying, but I just can't. And this happened to me the other day, Kore. I was in your stream. You were playing Outlast, and I was like, oh, he's so close to the end, so I just want to stay here. And I was doing my fucking best, but I was kind of blacking out at one point, and I think I just fall asleep. I just fell asleep. Me quedé re dormida. My phone, I ended up going to my phone because I was super cold. And then I just had my phone like here. And I was just like, just dropping my phone and picking it up again. And I was like, I even think I just turned off my phone at one point. I was so tired. Hay más fotos mías dormido de lo que despierto de cuando iba a auto. I do have, I think there was one time some classmates did take a photo of me because I just fell asleep in the most random place. And I definitely looked like a Resident Evil 1 zombie. That's not my proudest moment. Rather just take online Krista and wake up at 6. Yeah, waking up at 6 is just awful. And waking up at 5 is even worse. Hello, Kenneth. Hope you're doing alright. What's up? No te preocupes, muchacha. Gracias por bancártela tanto. Que te cae, brother. Me quedo dormida aleatoriamente durante el día. No puedo quejarme. Siempre me encuentran durmiendo en plazas o bancos públicos. I generally try to sleep. I try not to sleep outside, but sometimes you cannot avoid it. You just can't. I do sleep a lot in the bus. I do have a lot of time to get to my house, so I do kind of nod off a lot. I do use a lot of face masks because of my allergies. And also because I know myself and I know I'm going to just kind of nod off in the bus, and I'm just like I do prefer to be covered. Because I sleep with my mouth open, unfortunately. That's why I look like a dead body when I'm asleep. So I'm not putting anyone through that. So yeah, I do use face masks a lot. I need advice trying to think of how to advertise a VTuber, but I don't know how to get her to 800. Any ideas? I don't know. What do they do? I have only done that on a hammock. Oh, that is so nice to take a nap on a hammock on a summer day. That's great. Although my back hurts afterwards, so it can't be too long, but that's so nice. Van a llamar ciruja me hizo gracia. Era parte de mi personalidad, aparte nunca me robaron, así que never. I have slept on a park in the grass one time. I was with a lot of people, so doesn't matter. Nothing could have happened, but I was just so tired, like just kind of. I lay down, just thinking of stuff, and then I was just black. I just slept, and someone's like, "Hey, wake up! We need to leave." What? I could never. Yeah, I was not voluntary. I did not agree to that. I just fell asleep. Thankfully, I did not catch anything. Thankfully. Es psycho behavior. Qué miedo. Me repasaría de mi parado, me robarían. I generally wake up like two or three bus stops away from mine. So I've never slept past my stop. I have missed my bus stop. I have missed where I had to get off the bus, but because I'm an idiot, not because I was asleep. My window screamed because one tick crawled through my window. 2 ticks latched on me this year. Found like 15 crawling on me this year. Is insane. Oh god, sounds awful. That is really, really bad. Looks online content as well as streaming on Twitch and on YouTube every Wednesday. I feel like depends on what they are doing. I don't know. If their main thing is YouTube, shorts do help a lot. They do take time to make, so shorts are definitely a good thing if you just want subscribers and stuff. Generally, the thing is that shorts are generally something that you have to post like almost every day if you want it to be effective, and they have to be very short and catchy. So it's a lot of stuff. Shorts, then yeah, just consistency in general. They do reward consistency overall. I don't know, man. I haven't gotten past 800. So I'm kind of in the same situation. But yeah, I don't know. Just let them keep going at it. As long as they're having fun. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm doing really nice. It's been a great day for me. Entonces, todo lo de tu parada, solo dormís y te despertas cuando tienes que despertarte. Yeah, definitely. And I thank to God because I don't know if it's because I have just timed it. You think you know what I'm doing? I'm just winging it here. Yeah, kind of. In love with the weird control scheme. Nice. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, you would every once in a while, you would see like videos of, oh, how to, I don't know, make it big on Twitch or how to make it big on YouTube. And at the end of the day, it's a lot of a combination of luck and the algorithm. So, you know, just have fun. Try to do your best. Of course, if you can use the algorithm in your favor, that would be awesome. But you're one update away from just having it not work anymore. They're updating it all the time. Control the camera with the bumpers and triggers. You control the hand with your right stick. What puzzle horror? That's an interesting control scheme. What the fuck? That sounds cursed. I mean, here's the thing. We're all very used to the what you would call the standard controls. So I do appreciate when a game wants to put really weird controls in the game. I don't know, we're very used to, for example, keyboard spacebar is jump. For example. WASD would be like moving. But what happens when someone maybe is like, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe just use other stuff in the keyboard. You have a lot of keys to use. There's a lot of stuff with controls that have been standardized, I think. Yeah. And the horror, it empowered you a lot because in your panic you feel very vulnerable. Primer Monster Hunter de PlayStation 2 que atacabas usando el stick derecho en vez de los botones, durísimo. That would be awful. Oh, that sounds awful. Oh yeah, I made a promise with Kore this week. He did play Outlast, so I will play a Monster Hunter game at some point. But there is a promise, and I will play Monster Hunter at some point. Just so everyone here knows. If at any point you see me streaming Monster Hunter, that's why. I will not forget. I will not forget. I have so many things on the backlog, but I will get there. Now that you mentioned Monster Hunter, I remember that. $20-30 va a pasar y voy a ser feliz, lo sé. We will see, we will see. Teneme un poco más de fe. I just love that, you know, because I generally, whenever I'm thinking of playing something, I generally look it up to see how long it takes to beat, you know, just like un promedio. I was like, it's incredible just how much Souls games have skewed my definition of a short game, because I see something that's like, oh, it takes roughly 35 hours, and I'm like, oh, it's short. Oh, that's short. That's a short game. Yeah, I can definitely play that. What do you mean? 35 hours is like a day and 6 hours? No, 10? I'm so confused. Wait a minute. I just feel like, oh, 20 hours. Doable. A short game should be like 4 hours. No, 30. Playing all my first console games I ever played, I can see how my tastes have developed from that game. It's always nice to go back to your roots. Otro día me pasé el Outlast, me quedé pensando, what the fuck, cortísimo esto, es capítulo 1 o algo, pero después me acordé que los Souls y los Monster Hunter suelen tomar 100 y algo. Definitely. You did pretty well on Outlast. You did really, really well. I really enjoy the streams. You should do more horror stuff. It was fun. Aunque el otro día me retaste, ¿eh? Y no tenías el chat. It's fine. It is totally fine though. Me llevé una retada al pedo. The thing is, Kore, the thing is, because this is something that I was just like, because you were not, the chat was not updating for you. And the thing is, when I said it in the chat, I tried to help a little bit more, and I said that it was near that room with the Pepsi vending machines. You yourself were like saying, oh, maybe it goes through the room. So I assumed you were reading. And then you weren't, and I was like, what the fuck? What is that timing? I don't know. I was so convinced you were actually reading and being angry at me. God, I was so confused. I was like, no. But I'm helping. I swear I am. But yeah, it was fun. You did really well on that game. 35-hour games for lunch and I'm already full. Y te había sido la mía. I was just disappeared. But yeah. I feel like my perception of how long a game takes is just very fucked up right now. Like before I would be like, oh, Skyrim is like super long, but now I'm just like, just go in, do a few things and then leave. I don't know. Elden Ring, for example, was a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit. It did take a lot of time to get through the first time. And then the second time was a lot faster. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, my perception is like totally fucked. They play Yakuza games on stream or video, but they take like 100 plus hours, so it's a big commitment. You know, the thing with those things is, maybe what you could do is you make a stream about one of them and you're just like, let's see if I vibe with this. And if you like it, those 120 hours are going to just go like this, just flying. Definitely depends if you're vibing with the game or not. If you think of it like, oh, I have to finish this, it just starts to drag and it starts to feel more like a, oh, I need to do this instead of, oh, I want to just stream and do this. Like, you know, definitely happens. I mean, if you vibe with the game, you enjoy your time there, those 120 hours are just going to be like gone in a week or so. I don't know. It's a game you want to play, but it's too much of a commitment. Do I have anything in particular? Too much of a commitment. I mean, anything online, actually. In a way, I did leave Warframe because it was taking a little bit too much to get stuff. I do enjoy Warframe, though. You have like 1,000 or something hours on there. But anything that I want to try, and I don't think I have much. Not remembering. If I do remember anything, I'll say it. But short games lately, Captain Martin was like 3 hours max. Labyrinth of Demon King was like 17. Yeah, those are really short. The thing is that I'm so inconsistent with everything that isn't physical activity, so I don't want to leave a playthrough halfway. I mean, I have a few that I've left halfway. I do plan on finishing them. But yeah, I haven't. I mean, I think it's part of life. Just maybe pick them up, see what happens. Pretty fun. It had weighty combat that was fun. It was like if Sekiro combat was drunk, stumbling around with half DS1 stamina or with a Silent Hill 5. That was a lot of words. But I kind of understood it. ¿Qué te pasó con el Marvel? Al final, por mi parte, me salvó que salió justo el Monster Hunter nuevo. ¿Por qué lo dejaste vos? I just didn't have much time. And I wasn't like playing that much to begin with. Oh yeah, I just... competitive stuff is not really for me. On the long run. Like, I would try it, I would have fun, I would play, and then I'll just be like... start logging in less and less and less. And then I'll just not log in anymore and think, why am I wasting this space on this? Generally, that's what happens. I just stop logging in. And I just don't... I mean, it's nothing like, oh, the game just suddenly was badly balanced. Or I didn't like the designs. Or the playability and the community. It's never that. It's just... I just don't log in anymore. For whatever reason. And also, you know, right now I don't have much time to put into the game to actually be good at it as I want to. So even if I keep playing, I'll be like maybe like 1 or 2 matches a week. That is not enough. I did enjoy it though. I've been getting a lot of news about it. There's been a lot of characters added. They look very interesting. Bob started asking me to make room in my schedule for raids. That's when I stopped. I only want to play when I feel like it. Yeah, I feel like the moment... this is the thing. I do understand that a lot of people like that about MMORPGs or guilds and making a community. But sometimes it requires you so much dedication that you just kind of don't feel like it anymore. I kind of like the idea of just logging in, doing a lot of stuff on like a Sunday or like a Friday night or something. And just enjoying your time, talking to people and doing whatever. But once it starts to be like, you have to log in every day to get the rewards. You have to do the dailies. You have to do the weeklies. You have to do the guild stuff. You have to... log in at a certain time for a certain duration because you need to clear this, and this for the community. I'm just like, that's a bit much. Deda's Disco is pretty cool rhythm game that's like 2-3 hours, just released. Played the demo a lot. Deda's Disco. I don't think I have checked that. I do like rhythm games though. I did play Osu a lot. A long time ago. I'm gonna put that much dedication to a social game. I might as well put that effort into my real life relationship. I mean, I'm not saying that the community from games, online games, is not real. Because it's a connection, it's a different type, but it's a real connection. But I think it depends a lot on what you want to do. Do you really want your game to be an obligation? Which is nothing wrong with that. We all enjoy things a different way. I wouldn't. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like to log into a game and hear someone being like, why weren't you here yesterday? Why did you miss the raid? We needed you. Like, no, man. No. No me van a retar. No, a mí no me retan. Hydo came out with a new main channel video, so guess who bought a new game? Yeah, any hobby that starts to feel like a chore or an obligation or anything like that is just It's not a nice feeling because it's very difficult to go back to it. It's very difficult to go back just for the enjoyment. It kind of drains out the enjoyment that you can get out of it. I feel like maybe that's why sometimes you would just how do you call it? For example, let me give you an example of something I played extensively during the years. Skyrim. The first few times that I played Oblivion and Skyrim, it was more about the exploration, like knowing the world, knowing the map, discovering things. It was never a checklist of sorts. It was never getting the best things, getting to a certain quest. And then you play like one time, then you play another, you play a third, and then at some point you start getting to the point where it's just like, oh, I want to get to this one part of the game, or I want to do this. And you start doing absolutely everything, and it feels like a treasure hunt of getting all the checkpoints in the map unlocked. And at some point it's just like, am I enjoying the journey? Am I enjoying the experience? And it's very difficult when you have to answer yourself, no, I'm not. Kind of difficult to go back from that. I don't know. That's just my personal experience with stuff. I'm definitely enjoying playing Oblivion a lot. I was going to say the past few weeks, but I haven't streamed. The last few streams that I did Oblivion was really fun. Because I wasn't like, oh, I need to do the main quest, I need to do this, I need to do that. I was like, you know what, let's just pick a direction and go and see what it's up. Because I think it helps that I've forgotten a lot of it. And every once in a while, something would pop up and I'll be like, oh, I think I've been here before. Yeah. But I've been trying to just not treat it as a checklist. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll just, I don't know, maybe at some point I'll be like, you know what, we're going to play something else. And it will be left at that. Because I don't have an obligation to play if I don't feel like it. But that doesn't mean I didn't have fun playing it until that point. So, in conclusion, go play Yakuza. Anyways, play Yakuza. I'll join the stream. I'm not interested on the game, so I don't mind spoilers. I don't 100% games for that reason. Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a chore. Vision trip and missed the last few streams. Oh, the last few streams didn't exist. I mean, if you meant like the Oblivion ones, yeah. Sorry, gente, tendré que hacerlo. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want to, I'll support it. It's a side quest simulator. I mean, let's be real. Who plays Skyrim? Who plays an RPG for its main story only? The most fun part, I think, is just finding the side stories and talking to the NPCs and stuff. I think that that's the most interesting part of some games. Because the main quest could be fun, could be nice to have, like... You know, there's so many things. If you have, like, the option of side quests, it's just so nice. So nice. Because not only are they ridiculous when they can be, not only are they ridiculous, they could give you a little bit more depth about the world. They could, I don't know, give you like really interesting stories of NPCs that maybe you didn't meet on the main quest. There's a lot of good reasons to just be like, prioritize the side quest. Don't, you know, maybe, you know, Maybe do the main quest if the game tells you to. But exploration is always nice. Always, always nice. Even more if it's very well rewarded. I don't know. I just like things with side quests. I meant Yakuza. Oh yeah, I was just comparing it to what I know. But I do know that there's a lot of side quests and stuff you can do there. I think there's even a rhythm game or something in Yakuza, if I'm not mistaken. Tacho de crema de cacao frío. Ensalada se me requiebra toda la piel. No voy a hacer tema de la hidratación con este frío porque la paso re mal. Entre que me baño 3 veces por día, lo cual hace que mi piel esté bastante seca y el frío es un asco. I generally do have very dry skin. And this cold is not helping. I have a lot of issues with the cold. It's not been that bad this time. But I did have like a few cuts because how do you call it? You know when your lips dry so much that they start to crack a lot? I had a lot of little wounds on my lips lately. Now they're better. They're way better. They was such a pain. They were not healing. And I was, oh god. Now I'm doing fine, but the first few cold days, oh god. I do use some cream and stuff for my hands mostly. And for my arms, because for some reason they're my skin is like super dry. It's the worst. So yeah, I do have to do that. Y es otoño, ni siquiera llegó el invierno. And it's autumn now. Not even winter. Every time I have to think like, oh, I'm super cold. Today's awful. I just hope winter passes. I'm like, it's not even winter yet. Not even winter, and I'm using clothes from winter. What am I going to use during winter? Just one. I don't know, man. Cuando se termina su evento para el sueño me dicen on Chinese machines to make him so. Known mainly for its side quests and minigames. Yeah, I do know a lot of stuff about it. Just because a lot of clips pop up for me. Seems like an interesting thing. I don't know if it would be for me, particularly. I don't really have an interest in it. Not even winter, I'm using clothes. ¿Cómo se supone que anda en bolas que de frío no se puede usar? No, but sometimes I just how do you call it? I brought out a lot of the sweaters and you know those fluffy, oh, how do you call them? Fluffy leggings? I don't know. Las calzas térmicas. I brought those out. I'm getting old. Yeah, I'm bringing a lot of stuff that I generally use on winter, and I'm using them now. The vibe is really good and funny. It does seem really the ridiculous fuzzy fur on the inside. Those are kind of what I'm thinking of, but these ones are more like oh god, I don't know how to call them. They kind of are. They do have like fuzzy fur on the inside, and I use it under the actual pants that I use for going to work. Oh, and I got like a few shirts, long sleeve shirts that also have some fuzzy, fluffy inside material, which are going to be so nice. Mostly for going to class, because that it's really cold at night. And I'm not enjoying that at all. Honestly, the other day I got off work because I went to work, right? And it was a little bit cloudy, not too much. It wasn't too cold that day. It was pretty nice. Uh, I went to work and I got off work. I opened the door to get out, and I was just like, "Holy shit!" Uh, we went from being like a normal autumn day to being, I don't know, the middle of winter. It was raining, but this very thin rain that is not enough to call it rain, but it's a little bit more than a low cloud. You know, it was like very thin rain. There was wind, and it was so cold. Like the temperature just dropped. And I was so tired that day. And then I had to wait because I definitely missed one of the buses. And I had to wait, take a bus, get off another bus stop, take another bus. And I was just waiting in the rain. I just gave up. It was so cold. So cold. I had like a scarf and stuff, thankfully, prepared. But god damn it. I hate when the weather just changes like that. Doesn't really give me time to do anything. Damn, son. I'm gonna have to start wearing shorts now. Yeah, 90 degrees is like pretty high. What if I give you 50% of the heat from where I am and you give me 50% of the cold? I would love to make that transaction, but I do not have control over our weather. It's been unfortunate. It's been really, really unfortunate. A lot of wind too. A lot of wind. And I think the worst part is the wind. If we didn't have that much wind, I would not be this cold. This is why I'm like, I have a long sleeve shirt, I have a sweater, I have a fuzzy kind of sports jacket, and I have my blanket. And I'm considering putting on a hat or something. And I do have like how is it called? The shoes, slippers. I do have like obviously my socks, and I do have slippers. They have fuzzy on the inside, so I'm trying to be warm from all sides. But yeah, it's been rough when it comes to the weather. We're all doing our best not to fall sick. Some of us are doing better than others. A lot of people got sick the last few weeks. I was like, oh shit. Thankfully with the... I really hope winter passes a little bit faster. I'm tired. Didn't even start. I kind of forget that we are on the 23rd of May. I do hate the heat. That doesn't mean I want to freeze in the rain. Like, I like being warm in my house. But I do have a lot of stuff to use, though. Perfect temp for me would be 24 Celsius. 24, 26 Celsius, that's good. That's t-shirt level. T-shirt and pants. Not too cold, not too hot. Anything over 30, 0 grado ni frío ni calor. Anything over 30 it's awful. 20 degrees, it's fine. It's like, I'm okay, I can wear a jacket. It's okay. But if you start going below 20, it's like, okay, until 15, I can definitely be okay outside. But then it's just like, it's increasingly worse. But yeah, I would say ideal for me is like 24, 26, kind of. I can definitely sleep well at night on that temperature, because I think that's the problem. I do have a lot of issues with temperature when I sleep. If it's too hot, I'm not going to sleep at all well. If it's too cold, I can try my best to warm up as much as I can, but it's going to take a lot of time. Outfit con muchas capas, sin sudar, puedes usar ropa leve sin cagarte de frío, puedes hacer deporte sin cagarte de calor, ni congelarte al quedarte quieto. That is true, that is true. 22 would be good for sports. For sports, generally a little bit lower is better. But yeah, I don't do sport. I don't do anything. I barely move. I should move more though. These past few weeks I've been doing less and less and less. Oh, no. Well, yes. This past few weeks I've been doing a lot less. I've been tired. Really tired. But today, which I'm going to regret tomorrow because everything's going to hurt. But today I was doing some gardening. We had to podar. Cut the branches and leaves of some of the plants. I don't know how to call it. We did that. I emptied one of the pots that had the roots of a plant that died months ago that my mom had. I did a lot of stuff. Trim. Yeah. I kind of left my poor back there. It was done. I did have to clean a little bit because it's autumn. A lot of the leaves are falling, so to take them out from under the bushes and stuff. So yeah, I had to do some cleaning around the yard, which is nice, by the way. I really enjoy it. I enjoy doing stuff like that, which I haven't been able to do with but my life is right now. But yeah, I got the plants. We got plants, like berries. And I got to do a lot of stuff on my plants. Like, I've been trying to propagate a few things, like a very tiny plant, which I'm crossing my fingers that she doesn't die. And yeah, I've been doing a few things like that. I did want to do some other stuff, but my friend came over, so I mean, I would pick my friend over anything else. So who cares if I have some stuff that I haven't done yet? But yeah, this past few weeks I haven't been able to do anything. That was kind of the reason I didn't stream. I had a lot of stuff, a lot of assignments, lots of work. And when it came to the weekend, I just didn't want to do anything. Either I just stayed there reading something, or I just kind of looked at nothing for a while. It's a little bit rough. I don't really have much time to just rest the mind, I would say. And every once in a while, I kind of crave having an hour or two of just nothing. Um, so it's been a little bit rough this past few weeks, but today I'm doing better, thankfully. I hope I can keep this up. But it's just like a little bit more and semester is done. Ready to get into shirts because I lost like 45 pounds over the winter. Now my pants are really big on me. You know, the thing is that you can always fix them. I don't know if you do have that option, but you could fix the ones that you have for them to fit you a little bit more. But 45 pounds is very impressive. Good job. Going inside trying to fix my bike. I want to mountain bike so badly right now. It is the perfect season for that, right? Over there. Hello, Varian Collier. Hello. I suppose HRU is how are you? I hope I'm correct. I'm doing great. How are you doing? No tenés por qué matarte haciendo ejercicios. El hecho de moverte en casa, mantenerte activa de por sí es buenísimo, cuidar las plantitas y tal. El tema es que soy un bicho y quiero dormir todo el día. That's the problem. I just want to curl up in my bed. Just... ¡La rata uruguaya! ¡No! ¡No! ¡Mal! No me lo esperaba, no me lo esperaba. Fuse plants together and become plant Frankenstein. That is something that I could potentially do with a few things, but I don't think I want to. But you can definitely fuse plants and stuff. I know a lot of people do it with cactuses and succulents. I just used the tried and true belt. Oh, you would need to know how to sew with like a needle and thread. There is a way. I have a few pants that I've kind of asked for help because I don't know how to do it. But yeah, there's a few ways you can decrease it a few sizes, at least on the waist, not so much on the leg, but depends on the type of shorts. You could do that. I don't know if I have anything. Oh, I do have some pants here. Give me a second. I have. Yep. As an example, let's pretend that these pair of pants are short, right? This is the back. Let's pretend, okay? Some people that do the adjustment would take a little bit here and it would just fold it. Depends on the fabric too. They would just fold it, so it would give you a tinier waist, and they would do the same, hopefully symmetrically, right? And it would just decrease the size of the waist. Depends on the fabric. Yeah, I would not recommend doing it on a jean type of thing because this is a little bit much. But yeah, you can decrease a few sizes if you do that. Ponte los pantalones, por amor de Dios. I do have them. I can show it. I do have it. That's my leg. It's cold. I have them on my head. It's folding it and sewing it together, yes. But you can find the tutorials about it. It's actually very, very handy, very, I think, very practical thing. You know, you can do it. I don't know if you do have someone in your city. You must have someone in your city that knows how to do that. I don't know if you have anyone that you know. I look at the comment, Corey, and I just laugh. Crafting, you can do it with a lot of pants. I always wanted to try it. You create a plant that will want vengeance on you for making it a monster plant. So many. I don't recommend though. Might slowly grow towards you. Could you imagine? Chito risa. Oh no. But yeah, generally, you could you can modify the clothes a little bit. I did have a few things. Oh wait, I do think I have a skirt that actually has an example. No, no way. Do I have it? I don't remember. Give me a moment. No, I seem to not have it on hand. But I had it somewhere, but no. It might have to add like 30 folds if I try. Me decía que llevara la ropa a la que arreglaba ropa. Es uno de los empleos que se perdió por la cultura de fast fashion. Todo se hace para vestir. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I generally do try not to throw stuff, even if it doesn't fit me anymore, or if it's a little bit too loose, because honestly, I'm the type of person that I can gain weight very easily and I can lose it very easily, so it wouldn't work for me to just be like, oh, this doesn't fit me anymore, and just throw it or give it away, because I'm just like, I'm going to be in that size at some point again. But yeah, it's something that's been lost a little bit too much. People should try to prioritize sewing things. Sewing? Oh, that's difficult to pronounce for me. Sounds like I'm trying to sue someone. Like selling stuff instead of just giving up on that clothes. Afilador de cuchillos y todos esos empleos que se perdieron por el tiempo. Vendedor ambulante y tal. We used to have sharpener. Yeah. El afilador de cuchillos pasaba antes, en los últimos años. You could hear him. He not only was sharpening knives, but also sharpening scissors and stuff like that. Sewing seems like a good skill to get a lot of money from people. Exactly. But yeah, there's a few things that... Well, cooking is also something that's been a little bit too lost for a lot of people. Cooking with ingredients. Like cooking from scratch, I would say, has been getting lost a little bit. Sewing also. There's like a few other things, I think, but I cannot think of them too much. But yeah, it's always nice to know like a little bit of the basics. Just so you don't give up on the clothes that you already have. Because it definitely helps a lot with your self-esteem when you do have clothes that fit you. Definitely helps a lot. Suing you for defamation. So smells shut. Oh god, no. Like, I have like a few pants, for example, that... You know when you're just used to using something and you don't really think of getting out of your comfort zone? But you, like a few months or like years? A year. Kind of like a year ago. I don't know, I went... You know when you went shopping and you're not expecting anything because you're not looking for stuff? Actually, you're just looking at things. I was like, oh, these pair of pants are interesting. Let's just try them on. You know when you put a piece of clothing and you're just like, this is the best pants that I've ever worn. They're so comfortable. They look really nice. I need them. And it's definitely a cut of pants that I hadn't thought about trying. I was like, oh, this is nice. I should have tried them before. Definitely helps a lot when you put something on and you're like, damn, I look great. Instead of maybe the normal stuff that you wear. Clothes really help a lot with self-image. To become a solid when an easier option comes up to replace it for you? Yeah, in a lot of ways, yes. But the thing is that if you don't have the other thing, you don't have another option sometimes. Reading maps versus using Google Maps. I mean, what happens if you don't have an internet connection, for example? Or what happens if you don't have a phone? Or what happens if the GPS doesn't work for some reason and you have the map but you don't have the way to get somewhere? I think that a lot of things are like, yes, they are obsolete. But every once in a while, I kind of think like, maybe we should know a little bit more how to do things and not be so dependent. Is made for a very few types of body. Everyone feels uncomfortable on clothes at some point in their life. It helps have a better relationship with your own body. Exactly. There's shapes and cuts that would they would flatter your body shape more. But that is also based on the stereotypical silhouettes. So again, if you like something, wear it, try it. If it makes you feel great, keep going at it. And if you really like to get into the silhouettes and how it benefits and how you can achieve certain a certain image, you can also do it. I'm not about a big phone. The big canvas was kids and pink things I need to learn that 99% of things that I like are not going to fit me, but that's just how things are. I just need to find things that fit me, benefit my body shape. Yeah, the thing with colors and stuff, and also sizes. Sometimes you would see something and you're like, oh, that's nice. And then you're just like, no. This is not for me. I don't know. Every once in a while, you just have to pick, unfortunately. Or there's so many times that I'm like, oh, I would love this just in a different color. Because this color would look awful on me. And I would feel depressed to use it. So yeah. Let's bring back our raccoon guy. Oh, the ball. Yeah. I'll start getting more into fashion. I think I don't want to buy stuff for a change in body. The thing is that, how do you say that? Yes, when you're changing, you wouldn't like to put a lot of money into it, but maybe there's a few pieces of clothing that you could be using. Depends on where you're going to go. Like maybe not pants, but there's a few pants that are very you can regulate the waist. Well, I don't know if you use high-waisted pants, but there's a few types of pants that you can regulate. So they do adapt to a lot of sizes. So maybe you could look up those if you like them. There's a lot of stuff. I don't know. Depends on the availability of where you live and stuff like that. I definitely like... You know what I really like? Those are the... I like the skirts that are like... You can tie them up and just whichever size you want. Because they kind of have two pieces that are just overlapped. And it doesn't matter how you tie it up. You're always covered. I love that type of clothing. I still found getting small, and then I talk to girlfriends and they say, yeah, that shit doesn't even fit me as an oversized girl. Yeah, a lot of the times some things are going to be too small. And even if you have like bigger sizes, it doesn't sit exactly the same. So it's a whole thing, unfortunately. I generally, the other thing that I sometimes do, if I had to buy a t-shirt, I just buy it from the men's section. If I can go to the men's section, I just pick up a t-shirt that I like and I just buy it. At the end of the day, they are better quality than the ones that are in the women's section. They are more basic, I have to say, when it comes to shape, but better fabric, less sheer, like I cannot see through it. And they're also bigger, which is kind of nice. I like baggy stuff. I don't really like those shirts that are just stick to your skin. I don't like that. I need some room to breathe. Although, talking about breathing, I kind of want to try other stuff, like really big belts and corsets, but I don't have the money for it yet. I would love to own one. A lot of basic stuff I can mix together to make a ton of different outfits. Yeah, that's the better way to do stuff. Like a lot of stuff, like a lot of basic stuff that you can just mix and match depending on the day. I precise that it will open my fashion options a lot. Probably stick to the higher end of healthy though. Yeah, try to stay healthy as much as you can. The number on the scale does not represent anything. Único top rosa que me queda bien de tamaño no lo compré, se lo robé a una amiga que lo iba a agarrar. ¿Qué tal los corsés? Algún día quiero probar uno también. They look really interesting. Like, I think I could put up a few outfits that would be very nice. I like them a lot. I like how they look, but I do know that you have to buy one that fits you well. Because you can't really buy the mass-produced ones and hope for the best. They do have to fit you well. But yeah, maybe someday. But for now, I won't. I really want some other stuff. I've been trying to get like I need to get some stuff too for like I do have a jacket for the rain and stuff. So I will need to buy some stuff in the near future. I just don't know when. A lot of stuff with you. A lot of stuff that you want. Something that I would like, you know, now that I'm talking about jackets and stuff for the rain. You know what I would like? I want a cloak. I want a cloak with a very big hood, very long, that's just hide beneath it. Quiero una capa. I mean, I think there's like some patterns to make them, which would be very nice. I would really like to have a few, like cloak, that I can just put on and get outside and be warm. I just like, you know, this is why I love this blanket also, because you just put it on top of everything else and you just feel comfy. Maybe that's why I want a cloak. Also, it doesn't really restrict my movement at all. Sometimes I put on a jacket or something that's very warm, and I'm wearing so many things underneath it that I just feel super... Oh, how do you call it? I feel like... Oh god, it's squishing me? I feel super squished. Because I'm using a lot of sweaters and a scarf and stuff, and I'm just like... I end up walking like a penguin. So cold. I just steal my dad's raincoat. I cannot. Las que quiero empezar a usar también son vendas. En tiempo me hice unas cuantas de profesional. La verdad que estéticamente se ven bastante épicas. Scar Priest of Blood cosplay. I mean, wouldn't you like to be... Wouldn't you like to look like a main character outside in the street? Do you feel like your fashion uniquely represents you? Depends on the day. Sometimes I look like a homeless person. Other times I feel more like myself. Like I do put a lot of effort and I'm just like, oh, this looks nice. This looks very nice. And other times I look very basic. I don't know. I feel like I would like to do a lot more. The neck piercing? Not really. Well, I do have... I can put 4 earrings on my ear, but that doesn't count. I have like 2 holes each ear. I do want some though. Some other stuff. But I'm not really sure what would look good on my ears. Because for piercings, certain piercings and stuff, you do need to have a certain anatomy for them to actually heal well. I would definitely like to have a few. I used to have 3 earrings per ear, but the 3rd hole would not heal. Just wouldn't heal on each ear. And I was just like, you know what? Just get that earring off and just let it heal normally. And it closed. I got tired of it not healing properly. I was just like, you know what? If you don't want to be here, I won't force you to. La amiga que es la main character siempre. Su estética es distinta y siempre soy increíble con todo. Es una locura. Siempre esas personas que cuando entran a una habitación no pueden evitar mirar. Me hace gracia lo mucho que desentona acá en Rivera. There's always one person like that. I'm proud of her. She's found what she wants to do with her clothes. Great Hood doing Shinji's dad pose at the end of the bus. Definitely, that would be so funny. That would be really funny. Que no se curen bien y por ejercicio todos los días. Yeah, in a way that... Oh, it's just subscribed. Thank you, Varian. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the thing with piercings is you have to take care of them. I mean, as long as you go to a place that does things correctly, it's not that bad. And they will give you a ton of tips, most likely. Again. But yeah, generally they will give you tips on how to take care of it. What type of piercing would anyone here like to have? Fashion will be wearing a full set of plate armor, 90-degree weather, passing out from the heat. You know what? The thing is that plate armor, looks really cool. Very, very interesting on the infinite following glitch. It's stroke speedrun. Cool nonetheless. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that really looks great, but it's not practical. Any tattoos or tattoo ideas that you want to share? Here's the thing. I've always said, like, I don't think I would do any tattoos. But I do have a reasoning for it, because I have nothing against tattoos. I think they look cool as hell. I love tattoos. But here's the thing. If at some point, because I do have friends that are like very much into, like, some of them had like very tiny stuff, some of them had like bigger stuff. And they're like, oh, I would like a tattoo to have with friends, you know, like the ones that everyone does, like either a variant or something very similar. And they're just like, but you don't want to. And I was like, here's the thing. If I start, I do not think I will stop. That's the problem. Let's say I get a very tiny thing over here. I'll start thinking that this is a little bit empty because I know myself. I know myself too much. And I'll be like, I know that if I start and I do something tiny, I'll just start adding to it. And suddenly I'll think, hey, a sleeve doesn't sound that bad. And I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm fine without having tattoos. But I do like them though. Although I do like black tattoos more than colorful ones. Never want a piercing, honestly. Couldn't see a reason why I would want them. I like stuff. I like piercings in general. I do not like there's a few piercings and body modifications that I do not like at all. Like, I will never judge anyone for it, but they're not for me. En la ceja quedaría bien, que fue lo que me motivó a seguir a hacerme piercings, pero por ahora me llama más que nada las caravanas. Ah, pero las caravanas son re fáciles. Tranqui. No pasa nada. You can get the earrings done. No parar más. Yeah, you just open the Pandora's box and you're stuck with it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think that the earrings are that difficult to heal. But yeah, depends a lot on your body. Some bodies just reject it. The outfit's so cute. Thank you. Me quiero tatuar, que tengo miedo de llenarme todo non-stop. Yeah, that's the thing. But the thing is that I would love... Here's the thing. I really love either geometrical designs, like very... I love so many tattoos, tattoo ideas. I love flowers. I love plants and stuff in tattoos. I love geometric stuff, like patterns. I love so many things. I don't like realistic stuff, like, for example, animals, people's faces, letters, those type of things I don't like as much. I do like either things more like organic or geometrical. I don't know. That's why I don't want to start it. I do not want to start it. No. I'll regret getting some tattoo that I like now, but in 10 years, think it's cringe. I don't care about that thing anymore. That's also something that would happen, yeah. I mean, it could maybe not. Who knows? Part of the nose ring theory? What? The nose ring is like the one on the nostrils, right? The other one is on the... I don't know. There's like a few that you can get. I wouldn't particularly have... I don't think I would have a piercing on my face. Because I do tend to touch my face a lot. Even earrings. Like, if I have long earrings, I'll just pull them. Without wanting to, but yeah, I'll just pull them a little bit too much. Without noticing, so I don't think I would do that. I do like long earrings, though. I need to get used to them, though. Is a red flag? Ah, septum. I mean, you can be a red flag and have no piercings at all, so... I don't know how true that would be. Most of the bad people in my life had no piercings at all. But, I mean, if every person that you have seen with that is a red flag, you better take care of yourself, you know? I don't know. I mean, depends on what you call a red flag. we're going to start in a discussion that maybe it's a really bad one. God. And for that, because I know as a it's not the fatherless piercing. But yeah. Oh god. No string. But yeah, stupid generalization that shouldn't be taken seriously. I mean, as much as it's just like a joke, it's fine. Oh, don't worry about bringing it up. It's fine. Hello, Reina. I mean, depends on what you consider a red flag, because you have a lot of... Here's the thing. I think like there's tiers to this, because a lot of people who call a yellow flag a red flag, they're not the same. I mean, a warning sign is not a danger sign, okay? Let's be that clear. Let's be clear. How do you call it? There's also like there's a lot of stuff online. I don't know. Sometimes I look at stuff and I'm like, are you really going to say that? Like, I don't know. I see the posts or the memes about someone giving you the ick, and it's just very normal stuff. And it's just like, what? What am I reading that is normal? I don't know. I just sometimes I'm like, are people really thinking of this when they talk to people? I don't know. Maybe it's just me in general. Although I am the first person to call out someone being either abusive or really, really concerning stuff. But I don't basically call them a red flag. I'm just like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be letting someone talk to you like that. Or, hey, that's not great. From someone that's supposed to be nice to you and love you, you know? Like, maybe that's not nice. Proyecto histérica. This is probably a yellow flag that I'll usually be searching for things that point to issues if I see it, but not like ill-treat people. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Generally, what do you call it? How you say? Because there's a lot of stuff. Something that looks really, really bad on the first instance could be just a miscommunication, could be a misunderstanding, could be that they didn't realize that they ended up coming. They ended up like showing something like that. I don't know. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff. There's people that are just socially awkward, and there's people that are actually snakes. You need to give them a chance to differentiate both of them. You have to kind of separate the rats from the snakes. I don't know. Rats could be nice. Snakes are dangerous, you know? I don't know. Ética? What is that? Just mean I can fix her. Suéltame, yo la puedo arreglar. Suéltame, carajo. Estoy donde quiero estar. No me salve. I mean, as fun as that whole sentence was, your relationships should never be a project that you have to fix or you have to do anything about. You shouldn't change them. A streamer? He's a streamer? Oh, I didn't know. I have no idea who that is. La cosa que nunca va a ser una red flag es una red flag. El que alguien lo tenga. Wait, give me a second. Es. Alguien lo tenga como una red flag. Son hobbies o gusta por. Ah, yeah. When someone's like, oh, a red flag to have this hobby. Well, here's the thing. It depends on what the hobby is. Because you would have people that are like, depends on the type of focus that he has. You have how do you call it? For example, someone that has a hobby or they like guns a lot, and they like the technical aspect of it. They like to go to the shooting range, and they like to be technical about it, and they research and they like the history of it. And another thing is like, I like this because it gives me the potential skill to kill people. Those are two very different flags. I think. Like, those are two different things, right? That was just an example, but there could be a lot of other stuff. For example, you like history. And one people is like, oh yeah, my hobby is just reading about history. What do you read about? It's like, oh, I just like different cultures and stuff. And then you have the other one that is just reading really concerning things for the wrong reasons. And you're just like, oh no. So, yeah, on a first basis, if someone's like, oh yeah, I like this, and you don't know anything else, you cannot say if it's a red flag or not. So, it is totally out of place. Obvio gusto por si las dudas. No, yeah, I understand it. But there's like there's like a little bit of everything. It's a little bit more of a gray area. Me está haciendo quedar mal. Red flag. Cancelada. Bloqueada. Reportada. Pero ¿para qué me hablan si ya saben cómo me pongo? Like, you do have a little bit of a gray area. So yeah, it's fine. I don't like some people that just take one thing and just run with it. Just in general. Although I do agree that sometimes you do have to question things. You cannot always assume like, oh yeah, they don't realize it. They don't know. If it's the 10th time that they have done something wrong, maybe they should have realized already. So yeah, the thing about flags is just, it's very nice to use them when it comes to fictional characters. Not so much real people. That's my conclusion of everything. Just like, yeah. New people finding previous patterns and using them to make a decision. Usually one thing is nothing, but like 5 or 10, maybe it is time. Exactly. Exactly that, Spartan. Voy a tirar una red flag a ver si me bancas. Cuando una persona es monotemática, cuando agarra una cosa y toda su personalidad es eso. Por más que te guste algo, tenés que ser algo más como persona. Tu vida no puede ser solamente eso, tenés que ser algo más que ofrecer, no mucho, pero algo. Monotemática. Oh, like people that... Yeah, that could be a really bad sign. In general, people that are just take one thing and make it their whole personality and their whole being do have a lot of other stuff that comes with it that is not nice. But I mean, as long as they are not hurting anyone, I mean, it's going to affect the way that they have relationships with others. But I don't really see it much as like a threat or anything. Or yeah, when it well, if your whole life is your partner, then yeah, that could be really bad. You know what? I give you that point. I give you that kind of that point. I think you're kind of correct. Depends on what it is, yeah. But yeah, it's always nice to have, like, your happiness should come from very different things. You should not depend on only one thing. Me gusta el fútbol, si no me hablas de fútbol, no me hables. Si me hablas de otra cosa, no me interesa. Yeah, that's definitely a big, awful thing to do. The thing is that you could be just interested in one thing as long as you let the other people talk. That's the thing. As long as you're not trying to get the other person to only speak about what you like. But yeah, a lot of people, I've known some people like that. Yeah. It is not nice. It is not nice. And it's very difficult, I think, to just bring it up in a way that is not offensive to the other person. Yeah, you always have to have some self-control, I wouldn't call it that. Regulation on how you interact with it. And also you should kind of look for other stuff. Generally, I think most people would just hear always. So anyways, I started playing this game. Wait a minute, this is getting way too close to home. God. I mean, you have been talking about a lot of stuff, so... God, that made me laugh. Oh, God. Oh, when people are like, yeah, everyone was bad to me. I've heard a lot of variations of that phrase. I've heard, yeah, well, all my exes were bad. All my coworkers were bad. All my friends abandoned me. It's just like, huh. I've become the very thing I avoid. Now, you do speak a lot about other stuff. You do like sharing a lot about games. I do see you talking about other things. Todos en el mundo están en problema o los dos. Sometimes there's both. Because two things can be true at once, right? Other people could be bad. Yes. But it could also be that you are also part of the problem. Because I had, for example, I had the moment in high school that I was having a lot of issues and stuff. I didn't get along with a lot of people. I was kind of not doing great. And I did really think like, oh, they are this, they are that. And then when you grow up, you kind of feel like, yeah, I kind of wasn't helping at all. Like, my personality and my attitude and the way that I kind of dealt with it, it wasn't the best. I was not doing great. I wasn't reacting the best way. So, yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a group project that everything went wrong. You know, like, at some point you kind of had to take a step back and be like, yeah, I also fucked up. Like, even if I still think that they did something bad, I also didn't act the best way. So you just have to admit it and move on. Because you can have a lot of moments where you're like, oh yeah, this one situation happened. And yeah, it could be that you had the worst luck and the other people were really bad, and I understand that. But it comes to a point that there's this thing that is called, what was it called? A self-fulfilling prophecy. That you are so convinced that something is going to go wrong that you self-sabotage it without really knowing. And then when it happens, you're like, I knew it. And that is something that a lot of people go through, in a way. Generally, people that have been, like, hurt or are a little bit too jaded, in a way. So, yeah. It is something that really can hurt relationships of any kind. Try to keep it about the subject, but sometimes my brain links things together that from the outside most people don't see. 1,000,000% push people away like crazy, make it hard for anyone to get close. There's a lot of that too. Overthinking, making myself sad, then I avoid the person. Yeah, a lot of people are avoidant when it comes to those things. Unfortunately, something that is personality based in a way. And sometimes it's like, I don't know, it's just like how we were raised sometimes. I do tend to avoid a lot of people and stuff. And then I'm like, oh, I avoided them so bad. And now it's awkward to reach out to them. Sobrepesa tanto que te lo crees y terminas actuando acorde como si fuera real. Yeah. And the other person ends up doing whatever you were saying, or ends up like treating you badly or getting angry, and you're just like, I knew you hated me. Stuff like that. Which wasn't the case at the start, right? Other times it is, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Socializing is hard. Existing is difficult. It's very complex. Because on one hand, sometimes I'm like, don't think too much about it. Just do whatever. And it will, most of the things that you're worrying about can be fixed later. And you will be fine. And then another part of me is like, well, but if you don't think about it too much, you can fuck up really badly. And you can do that. And then I just ended up not doing anything. I don't know if the signs are there. 11 months one. No, you know, I didn't think about it. I thought you were bored all this time. One more month, then I think you would be on the next color. The 1 year color. I don't even remember which one I put there. I like plants. Socializing is easy. I like Dennis is like plants. Dark Souls and are from the big guy, just like me. Be friends. I mean, I sometimes I think back when I'm like during stream and I see you, Kore, because I'm just like, what was the chance of you joining the stream and asking a question? Like, what was the chances of that? Like, what the fuck? We're from the same country and we're tiny. We're really tiny. And you were entering streaming English. Like, that was... I sometimes I think about it. I'm like, what? How? You got us a great sense of humor. Thank you. I've been building it up for decades. To be honest, I don't really think I'm particularly funny, but I do accept the compliment. I don't know. I'm very awkward with a lot of people. It's all related to self-worth. At the end of the day, we're just doing our best. If you don't have a sense of humor, life would be too boring and too stressful. The awkward vibe knows the awkward vibe. Exactly. No. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I don't know. At least since I made the channel, which is like 3 years, by the way. I cannot believe it. Like, I've tried a lot of games that I didn't think I was going to try ever. Like, I've done a lot of stuff. I kind of gotten better in a lot of things. I don't know. Because sometimes I feel, I look back on it and I'm like, you know, 5 years ago, I would not have even thought of stuff like talking to people in general. Like this. It's interesting how much people change. Dijo muy de la nada la vida de mis amigos, soy re amigable del segundo uno, entonces el recuerdo de la gente conmigo siempre es un día llegó y desde ese momento fuimos amigos. Y nunca se fue. I do have a lot of fun in your streams, though. Those are really good. And it goes to the person I was seeing. It's just a really weird situation. I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's all to nothing, but like, I'm not gonna treat them any different or anything. Aww. I mean, sometimes things don't work. And other times things just fade out. Like, there's a lot of stuff in life. That's a pity though, and you were pretty happy about it. Muchas gracias, eso que yo... Porque hay una cosa que te sale muy bien que envidio y es el unintentionally funny. Viste, necesito un chiste. Solamente se te dan situaciones, no sé cómo hacer. I don't know. I mean, it just happens. Why did I... You were like, se te dan esas situaciones. Like, situations just happened. And I think back. Suddenly my brain decided to embarrass me. Because I was reminded of playing Darkwood. Which I'm going to continue, by the way. And I said, well, I'll be fine as long as I don't step on the bear traps. And I immediately stepped on one. And then I stepped on the mushrooms. And I was so done with it. Like, what the fuck? Thank you, brain. Thank you. Stop initiating contact, which I guess is ghost. I mean, depends. Ghosting, I think it also means that if the other person tries to reach out, you don't answer. But I could be wrong about it. One shot and day. Definitely should have. You know, I think I was very optimistic about it. Se alinean los astros para boludearte. I think, yeah, sometimes I think the world has something against me. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just telling me, hey, I'm giving you content for free. You don't have to try. God damn it. One trap a day. One trap a day keeps the doctor that stole your key away. The thing is that I auto-completed that. A trap a day, and I was like, oh, it doesn't say that. My brain decided to just be like, oh, complete the sentence. Fucking hell. The thing is, I don't step on just one. If I do what I think of doing to defend that hideout, I'm going to have to get used to so many traps. I want the Alexia. ¡Otra vez! Pero estaba mal escrito. Brain loves to autocomplete stuff I write, but for some reason I'll just leave parts out. Yeah, it happens. The other day I was struggling so much with my phone. I don't even know. I was so tired. I was trying to type in the chat and it was a mess. I hate to be typing it in YouTube's chat on my phone. I hate it so much. I was missing the keys. I was doing... No. That was not Spanish. It was similar to Spanish. Estaba quitándote con el teclado por todo lo malo que alguna vez te pasó en la vida. A little bit. Like, if I have to use the keyboard, that's a little bit more... I'm more used to it. But when I'm typing on my phone, it's the worst. Like I said the other day, oh, what was it? ¿Cómo se llama en inglés? Autocorrector. Autocorrect? I don't know. That thing just doesn't work for me because I've written so many things wrong during the years that it has learned from me. It has learned and it takes it as a valid word. And my phone is just dyslexic as I am. It's the erratic junk homeless man that hangs out on the street in front of your house. Just every time that I open the stream and you're the first one to be there, it's just like I open the door to step out of my house and you're just there. Hello. Yo, yo, yo. Hello. Recuerdo más me encajé. Tener que usar el teclado de mi celular. El teclado de la PC de la cosa de mi vida es un horror. Yeah, the thing, I can write pretty well on the keyboard and stuff. Even though I have like I should cut my nails. Yeah, a little long, but I hate having to type on a tiny screen. Doesn't make much sense usually, but you learn how to understand him from 11 months of exposure to brain rot. I mean, yeah, you kind of learn to think on the spot of what could it be, so... And even if I don't understand it, and someone's like, hey, that's not what I said, you can just be like, oh, I didn't notice, sorry, and just move on. At the end of the day, things are not that deep, so... Just take things as they are. Ah. Ah. I do feel that, thankfully, I think, my social media feed is not filled with brain rot yet. I think, depending on the definition of it. But it's very difficult to get away from it in the internet. Very, very difficult. Ay. What? Aniche? A dog? I mean, does it recognize anything? What happened? Lleno de gente loca, fuera de joda, ni siquiera brain rot, freak con 2 likes, te cuentas con 10 seguidores de gente diciendo que los espían o cosas así. What? Solo me recomienda gente loca. ¿Y por qué será? My Instagram is basically food. Food. Anime, manga, manhwa recommendations. Fitness stuff for some reason. And then a lot of BL and yaoi. Notice is on another category from anime, manga, and manhwa because honestly, it's so frequent in my social media that it's just a category of its own. Unfortunate. Oh, and Love and Deep Space. That's another one. In the period of open air residency. Yeah, let's call it that. That's a little bit better. Like, I get those 5 things mostly. The only normal thing over there is food. And maybe some crochet. But the rest, I'm unable to share with anyone. Well, Love and Deep Space, I do have a friend that is playing it, which I can just send her stuff. So I do appreciate that. But the rest? No. Funable. Totalmente funable. The amount of things that I get offered by Instagram, just like, You know, no le hago asco a muchas cosas, pero esto es un montón. Like, sometimes I'm like, how are people posting this on a platform that there's children and teenagers here? How are people posting these things? It's just a lot. No puedo, solo me aparece gente dentro de lavadoras soldando cosas en su cocina, cosas así, no aguanto más, no sé qué hacer. Es por la función esta de Instagram de mostrarte las cosas que likean tus amigos. Empieza a buscar empieza a buscar palabras. Empieza a buscar comida. O videojuegos, o cosas por el estilo. No sé. No, right away, like, not everyone looking up any of it, just bam, BL. Yeah. For some reason, even because I mentioned this before, I've tried to clean my Instagram so I could just use it somewhere else that is not my house, right? It's been futile. I haven't been able to clean it every single time. Every month, it just comes back. It's here to stay, unfortunately. I've got a really good recommendations though. A really good recommendations. I am now reading a novel, by the way, and I got it from it. Cuando narrando Corazón de Melón. I've never been interested in that one, you know? That's I know it's a very loved visual novel, but I never been interested. Personalized ads on YouTube is 1,000% personalized, but at least I have possible deniability now. Honestly, it's better to have deniability. Afic malo, corazón de melón, por eso lo decía. Most likely. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a very loved one, but honestly, a lot of those that are like this. Very funny. Un incógnito. Oh. Una random ignite. I don't know if I would survive that. Like, what? Like, I don't mind it. It's the way no. I'm not. I like visual novels and stuff. So. Maybe. Maybe. Unless it's 18 plus, that I would not touch that one on stream though. I barely can watch anything that's 18 plus by myself. I don't know. I would not survive. Even with The Witcher, every time something happens, I'm just like, oh no. This is interesting, but what is this? Just like the thing that's just covering your eyes and then just peeking through it, like what? No es okay. God. No podría. Yeah, I cannot. I can't even. I don't stand even like live action movies that have like a kiss. Makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't need to see that much tongue. I don't. No. Then in the movies or a series when there's sex scenes, I'm just like, nope. I'm kind of okay with it if it's manga, manhwa. I kind of I'm better, but movies, animation, no, I'm fine. I'm okay. And even Love and Deep Space is a little bit much sometimes. Like the last card, wow. That was a bit much. That was spicy. It was spicy. The moment that I like the scene ended, I just had to go have a walk, take a walk on my house. I was like, what was that? I mean, that was good, but what? How do you get away with it? The voice had me really about to turn that shit off. I was honestly disgusted. You never recommend that show to anyone I know IRL. I haven't seen anything. Siento que estoy haciendo third wheeling. Me siento re nene porque mis amigas me hablan de BLs, todo tipo escenas re explícitas y yo tipo, no sé, a mí me gustan los jueguitos de paz y monstruos. Ajá, saludos. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It was good, but still a response. I mean, I should not say that. I mean, I was supposed to say it. Te iba a decir, Core, cuando dijiste, a mí me gustan los jueguitos con espadas y monstruos. There are BLs that have that too. In a lot of ways. Anyways. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I know, yeah. Being self-censored by Spanish? I can explain it if you want. Because Kore was saying that he has friends because of the Asian magic. Kore was saying that he has friends that are read BL and they do talk about a lot of very explicit stuff. And he's just there in the conversation like, I don't know, I just like games with a lot of swords and monsters. And I just told him that you can have that too in BL. In a lot of ways. That was basically it. There you go. There you have it. I've read too much shit, man. I just steal things. I don't want to be here anymore. Don't worry, Kore. Even I had my limit. And the other day I read something that I was just like, yep, no, this is not for me. You know, you had to be really, really bad for me to be like, I'm not even going to give it a chance. No. I was uncomfortable. I was disgusted. I was like, no. How? No. Anyways. I'm trying not to laugh. Anyways, in general, I just I have no room to judge. Mis tags, only hands for love, vanilla, happy ever after. Mine are awful. I think one of my top tags is Omegaverse. Imagine that. Uh, I have nothing to hide. Anyways. Mm. I mean, I don't have any problem with people liking stuff, but ahora se les pasó. Yep. I mean, the thing is that I enjoy it as like fiction, but I don't think I would call anyone that. What do you mean? I mean, I would. I he does the thing. I wouldn't like to blur fiction or reality in any way. So even though I really do like stories with a tag, I don't think I would call anyone anything, to be honest. Like it it's definitely just fiction. Like why would you call someone that? Another person explained to me. I didn't know that the Omegaverse thing was until like maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean it has gotten popular in the last few years. But it's been for a while. It's been around for a while. Como que, I mean, ayuda que con mi mejor amigo seamos una pareja gay tóxica. Él es un tsundere. No, it doesn't help. Roll esos allegations. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Because as as much as there's a lot of tags in general and a lot of verses. Gay, toxic, and tsundere. It doesn't have to be. What do you call it? The thing is that there's so many variants that I wouldn't even like. I was like, Omegaverse kind of became a little bit more popular, and lately, during the last few years, I've been seeing a lot of Guideverse too. But there's a lot of those, a lot of tags of those type of tropes in a way. Some of them are interesting, kind of, but less common, like very less common. And there's also going to be a lot of really delusional people around. Like I don't know, I wouldn't really think about calling anyone in real life anything, but I mean fine. ¿Por qué estamos hablando de él? Hola, Vi. I don't know how we got here. No sé por qué cómo llegamos aquí. No tengo explicaciones. Escuchando desde hace una hora, pero tengo que preguntar. Ella es una de las culpables. Baneala, no, si la rebanco. And someone recommendation IRL is like, dang, this is 99% women reading the craziest stuff. Yeah. You don't know anything until you have seen a list, a reading list made by a woman. Like you get to know so many things that you didn't want to know. Like I read so many things. Like I read a lot, and like I said, I don't really mind reading things that make me uncomfortable for a little bit if it's an interesting story. That's the thing. It has to be interesting. That's kind of why I got into BL and stuff. Because I was like, okay, a lot of people are talking about this one show. I'll just watch it and see how it goes. And I was like, oh, that was interesting. I'll see another show. And then it just became a what is it called? The snowball effect? Where I was just like, oh, let's find another one. And another one. And another one. And here we are. I do try to give it a chance to everything. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of things. Every once in a while, like I get like a memory unlocked and I'm just like, what? BL because of the story. I got into BL because I'm terminally homosexual. We are not the same. No, exactly, yeah. Your experience would be different than mine, for sure. In the manner, made me shocked and uncomfortable, but if it's like grotesque textures, I'm like, nah. Yeah, some stuff I'm like super not into it. But other things I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Some stories that I read are like very like there's no avoiding the toxicity on that on BL. There's a few that are very nice, very green flag, very healthy. Those are the less common ones. Te lo juro, porfa. No. What do you call it? I read so many things at this point. I cannot defend myself. So I read a lot of stuff. I don't mind it. That's why sometimes I don't know who was it. There was one time someone's like, "Oh, will you recommend me a BL?" And I was like, "Okay, but you need to give me more information. What do you like?" And they were like, "Oh no, just something that you like." And I was like, "No, no, no, no. You have to give me something to work with. Do you like something fluffy? Do you want something toxic? Do you want romance? Do you want horror? Do you like human? What do you want? Like you have to be specific. I don't want to give you a recommendation that is going to leave you traumatized. Bad fics, o sea, fanfics tan malos que son buenos de lo malos que son. Entonces es tan ridículamente probable que es un cae de risa, me pone incómodo. Some of them are just so weird. Humans, there's something else. Oh, there's a lot more. There's a lot more. Yeah. Yep. There's a lot. Of course, friends are obsessed with the elves. It's like a BL fan magnet. You want it with or without 9 feet tall werewolves? How do you know there were werewolves? I read a few, yeah. Um, it could be monsters, werewolves, snakes, emogi, supernatural beings, ghosts, demons, um, goblins. I'm remembering things that are so 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 cancelable. um oh god. I'm going to stop. Yes, there's no any magic solution. The Hobbit Strange against the American frontier. Some of you are to read list. If I want you to play Monster Hunter, I don't want you to have more fun than I expected. I mean, I don't really. Here's the thing. Don't mind me. Me tenté. I'm fine. I'm coming back. Ah, te escuchamos, explícate. No me voy a explicar. No les debo ninguna explicación. Escuchamos y no juzgamos aquí. Ah, no, the thing is that I was about to say, oh no, monsters not in that sense, but I do know people in the internet that definitely would. And I'm just I just started laughing about it. I definitely have seen comments under certain manhwas. They're just like, oh, but the dragon farm looks like not that bad. And I'm just like, what? Like, as much as it doesn't seem like it, I do have limits. I do have boundaries that I don't cross. I mean, for the sake of the plot, you can do whatever you want, but not my thing. But yeah, there's a lot of variety. Let's call it that. Because I look at the chat and I still think about it. I'm like, no. What does us creating way more normalized to have fetishes? Depends. For people in the internet, maybe. For common people that are not chronically online, maybe not so much. Because sometimes we spend so much time in social media and YouTube and on the internet in general, and you're like, oh, this is just common knowledge. And then you talk to someone that actually touches grass, and you're just like, oh, you don't know that. That is not common knowledge. Okay. Para gustos colores. I, I didn't read your comment, Core. No tienen una mayoría preferida que solo guardaron para sí mismos. There's a lot of stuff. Like, you don't have to be talking about it unless it comes in conversation and you feel comfortable. Um, the thing is that I was saying para gustos colores, and then I read your comment and I was, I was like, oh, he was saying kind of something similar, but no. But yeah, sometimes it's better not to. Some people overshare a little bit more. But I think it also depends on your personality. A lot of people would maybe be like, yeah, te pegué la gripe, que anda todo bien. Cagada de frío. Nada, tenía un poco de alergia nomás. Like, I don't know. I feel like in general, if you have a friend, I don't know how men are, but women, yes, definitely do talk about that. Women do talk about it. I don't know, men, how likely it's going to be that I talk about it. I don't know. I do think that you do need to be a little bit honest, I hope, with your partner. So I do think it's nice that it doesn't have that much of a stigma. Like, it would be nice, yeah. In very superficial way. I mean, yeah. Depends on how much trust you have on the other person that you're talking about. Dale, campeón. There's not much detail, no. Like, I've heard detailed reports. Sometimes. So, I think that depends also on the age of the person. High school. High school and university. There was a lot of information. Then you grow up and it's just like, there's no need to talk about it too much. Unless something in particular happens and it's very important. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best person to talk to either way about it. So. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But I do think that if people have certain tastes or fetishes or anything, I do think that it's good that they could be open about it, at least with their partner, because I think it's important that they know. But yeah, I also understand that it's a very difficult topic. There's a lot of stigmas around it, a lot of stuff. King Shameo, pero sí King fuerte. ¿Cómo te van a gustar las patas? Raro de mierda. O sea, todo bien, pero me voy a reír igual. I feel like if there's no um joking about it, kind of okay. That's fine. But there's a lot of people that judge a lot. And it's just very like eh, I don't know. There's a lot of shame involved in most of those topics. For both, for men and women. And anything in between. It's just very I like it. I don't know. I feel it's kind of there's no point in judging people about it. I mean, you like what you like. Aside from your sexual preference. Mm, Es parte de quién es alguien como persona. Está mejor mentalmente contigo mismo en paz. Pues entiendo que te gusta estar malo, sentirte culpable, reprimir algo. Yeah. That's why there's a lot of you should hide it. You should never show anything. It's just like, I mean, I could be fully open with in every aspect of my life at some point. Definitely not busting the knowledge out on the first date. No, that would be a little bit much. There's a few, I think, well, there's a few topics that are okay for like starting out, but there's others that is like if you're going to have like a stable relationship, it's going to come up at some point. So there's some things that should be told, but like not in the first few weeks. Like imagine that. You, you just come up to your date and they just start talking about it. It's just like, what? I just came here to drink coffee. El test BDSM que ese que te da los porcentajes. Te callas de Lila de responder, no. The first episode is like vulnerable. Yeah, first you first need to build trust. If there's no trust, then there's no point. Because also the other person doesn't know you and they don't know why you're bringing it up so early and stuff. So you have to be very gradual with stuff. Obviously, don't take 2 years to tell someone, right? Like 2 years is already a lot. So from my perspective, some people get married in 1 year. So I mean, before that, maybe discuss it. Obviously, I mean, discuss it if it's something that's going to involve the other person in any way, shape, or form. Like if it's something that, like, I don't know, if you like reading a certain type of fiction or whatever, I don't think it's that much of an issue, unless they already told you that they have an issue with it. Yeah, the most ideal thing would be to be able to do that. Build enough trust, talk about it, and then just meet each other in the middle. Yeah, communication is key. You always have to talk things, but always talk about it, not in the sense of convincing others, but in the explain, like, hey, this is kind of something I'm interested in. Would you ever be interested in? Would you let me know if it is or if it isn't? Like, there's a lot of respect. Not only communicating your needs and your wants, but respecting the decisions of the other person. Uh, at the end of the day, it's kind of the basis for every single relationship of any kind. And of course, it seems so obvious, but it should be like it's a two-way street, right? Like you give respect and they have to give it back. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of a teamwork. Hello, Akil. Hope you're doing all right there. You got here in a really heavy topic. Oh, this stream has been so random. What the hell? Ugh. Ugh. Sinvergüenza. I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, sometimes some topics come up and sometimes some others come up. I don't have a problem in talking about things in general, but watermelons and pumpkins are berries, but strawberries and raspberries are not. I'm sorry to break it to you. Someone already gave me that fun fact. Although I still appreciate it because it's nice to be remembered that that happens, that exists, and that's a fact. God damn it. I hate that. Un tipo de verdura. ¿Qué me quieres decir? Nothing is true. Everything that we know is a lie. ¿De qué te reís? Es verdad, lo acabo de decir. ¿Estás seguro? ¿Estás seguro tú? Ah. I wonder how many things that we now think is true would be a lie in the next few years. See, I just made it up. I knew it. I may be tired. I was going to say I may be tired, but not stupid, but I kind of doubt it. El rey de la misinformation, chavales y chavalas. Oh, you two didn't like the comment. God. Unfortunate. No, how? Wait, because I never figured out how you translate the chat. How do you have to translate the chat? Where do you find that option? Settings tab, video details customization. Make sure the live chat translation box is checked or logged on. Huh. So you go to settings, video details, and live chat translations. Oh. I just want to know for myself. Settings? I just want to see. Uploaded post. What is advanced? I have no idea. Lying. Or would it be though? I don't find the option. Maybe I'm blind. Me hace gracia. Entendible. Sounds amazing. It is terrible. It translates absolute nonsense. Translates Spanish towards Spanish. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Person genuinely believes they are a cow or an ox. That one I didn't know. Is there one? Turn it off on my streams? Yeah. Yeah, the thing is that it was translating things that shouldn't be translated. It was so weird. Do you know they think reality doesn't work the same anywhere, everywhere in the universe? Like they explain it to if uh, wait, they explained that we could be like ants trying to understand what cake tastes like, but only taste the cherry on top. What Mikoto, Mikoto. We could be honest and understand what cake tastes like. Or like we only know like a certain part of it and we think it's the world, but the rest is like way too vast that we don't have like the capacity to get there and understand it. Transmissions and an individual supposed to objects of immense beauty. Like what a bad way to live your life. You just see something beautiful and suddenly your body's like, nope. There's no pin out of existence. Aparece en el chat del stream, llamando, bañando YouTube de nuevo, la puta madre. ¿Cómo? Que no. ¿Qué pasó? Is it only yours or fresh? Let's see if it loads. YouTube has something against you. Many differences have been found in the laws of physics in different places of the universe. That sounds terrifying. Uy, deja bañarme a ver. There you go! I don't know why that happened. That there you go. Maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's OBS being like, you know what? No. YouTube is weird with the censorship and stuff. I don't really know what it takes into account. Not really sure, honestly. What do I? Está cargando. I forgot that I left my phone charging. Ah. I'm like super sleepy right now. Oh god, it's like 1 a.m. What the fuck? I thought we started like so like I know. 3 hours already? What? Se me fue el tiempo volando. I didn't realize that. We've been streaming for 3 hours. No wonder I'm super tired. Suddenly, when you suddenly feel like you're kind of really, really tired, like you were doing very well, and suddenly your body's like, nope, nope, you're done. God, no wonder. I think philosophy condition that makes someone see a duplicate of themselves. It creates a confusion over the real body and can cause a fully sense of identity and position in space. That is terrifying. Like you see someone else with your face. Ooh, that's horror. Like that's terrifying in space. Like that would be. Oof. God, imagine being alone. Ooh, that would be awful. Have it and kept leaping back to him on a bed and him attacking himself. Yeah, but he jumped out the window and trying to merge the two stuff together. Really, really weird. No me deja hablar de mi cuenta principal. Me olvidé cómo me llamaba acá. I don't really know what is happening anymore. I'm way too tired. My brain is just not working anymore. Did it error? What the fuck? Oh. Vuelve a intentarlo. What? Huh? You're not banned. Yeah, I saw the drawing. The first thing that I saw, and I was like, what? Error, vuelve a intentarlo. What the fuck? I never had that message. Para que la banees. No, no lo voy a bañar. What could this be? Huh? I'm not really sure why you're showing that. You could shadow band. Maybe. I'm not really sure about that, but I don't really have anything. I didn't touch anything though. You're not banned. You're not in timeout. Pero de mierda, esta es mi vida ahora. No. What the fuck happened? Live chat or top live? Shouldn't be. Hmm. I don't know where it is. No. You're not even in the hidden users. Huh. What the fuck? Oh, there you go. Maybe it was a browser thing. Writing is deteriorating at an alarming rate. I don't really know how you were able to decipher that last message. I'm not really sure, but I mean, you know what? I do know why. Because I have read so many fan translations of stuff that I just kind of auto generate whatever phrase it was intended to be. Ay, pastel de papa. De carne. En esta cuenta en específico no cerraron ni idea. No sé qué fue. Baneado no estabas. Bloqueado menos. But yeah, the thing is that sometimes I've read like fans translations that were extremely good, and others were like not so much. El ingrediente principal es el de adentro, déjate joder. Has come back to his happy self after the disrespect. Yes, yes, he has. He's receiving a lot of pets. Lots. To be honest, it's very comfortable to just rest my hand upon October. But yeah. Honestly, sometimes I kind of want like a big plushie, like this, but in like this, like this, but scale it like 3 times its size. Like that would be kind of nice. But for now, it's just for me to rest my hands over here. It's so soft. I'm yawning a lot now. Llamará guiso a la empanada porque eso es lo que lleva adentro. Me baño de nuevo. Guiso a la empanada. Pero la empanada no lleva guiso. ¿De qué estás hablando? ¿Cómo va a llevar guiso? Me rompiste. Pero las empanadas se llaman empanadas. No importa que tengan relleno. Carne, huevo, morrón y cebolla, básicamente guiso. ¿Le falta todo lo demás? ¿Cómo me vas a decir guiso? En fin, mejor me voy a dormir. Ya fue suficiente. ¿Y el tomate, boludo? ¿El chorizo? No, I have. I have I've eaten a lot of guiso con de todo. Con papa, con boñato, con chorizo, con pancho, cualquier cosa, lo que haya en la heladera. Con fideo. Standard cheap. Part at 3 a.m. Filthy access, a reasonable price. Dale salchicha y pollo de paso. No, pollo también. El guiso se hace con lo que hay en la heladera. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Te vas a poner exquisito con lo que hay en el guiso? Carne picada y chorizo al guiso es como comer un refuerzo. Yo jamás dije carne picada. Dije carne. Refuerzo de pan con galletita al agua y sal adentro. Yo no le pongo carne picada. Yo le pongo carne en trozos. We're having a very big discussion here how we prepare guiso. We prepare it very different. Que al guiso se le manda todo. Se le manda todo lo que está en la heladera. Un guiso ¿Cuándo es un guiso considerado guiso? Cuando lo haces en una olla y le pones todo para adentro. I think that's how you do it. You just grab the how are they called? La olla. I don't remember the name. You grab the thing and you put all the stuff that you have in your fridge. The pot, thank you. Grab the pot, you put all the stuff that you have available, and you just boil it. Soup, I can understand there's a lot of different varieties because they have more like one predominant thing. And then you have like you put the rice, you can put potatoes, you can put sweet potatoes, you can put fideos, ¿cómo se llama? Pasta? No, I mean pasta sounds not. Where's the minimum? Where's the limit? Whatever you want. Something need to have to be considered a guiso. I think the guiso should be considered guiso when it has tomato sauce. Like tomato. Some type of meat. And then the other three things that is like either potatoes or rice and stuff. But son un montón, pero no lo veo. ¿Dónde pones la línea? Si el guiso fuera un juego de Steam. La puta madre. Also some cheese and liquid corn. I mean, you can put cheese on it too, if you want. More cheese, shredded cheese. Wait, I also got some cheese in liquid. Liquid? I mean, to be honest, I've seen so many atrocities when it comes to cheese in the United States that I'm just like, I should not question it. Like, why would you question that? Why would you do that? Anyways, nacho cheese? Isn't that a sauce or something that you use to dip? But it's not pure cheese, right? Drinking trees straight from the thing. Oh god, no. There's a lot of shit on that message. Pardon? Uy, unas papas fritas con cheddar. Why? Una salchipapa que rico. Ah. really should go out to bed and we complain at that right now. I know it's Spartan starts pulling out the dad jokes. It is very late though. It is very late for everyone here. Well, at least for me and Spartan. I don't know, Chloe. I don't know. You don't sleep really late. Maybe it's not that late for you. But god damn it. Now I feel I don't have anything to eat by now. I mean, I'm not hungry, but I just want to eat something. Talking about food just made me want to eat something. God damn it. I should go to sleep. I should sleep. I should sleep. Yeah. Había arreglado mi horario igual. Aparte, mañana voy a la clase de un amigo. A la casa. A la clase. Dije, cualquier cosa. Cocinar. We should all go to sleep, I think. We're a little bit too tired. We're a little bit too tired. And if we keep talking about food, I'm going to end up going to the kitchen for something I should not do that. So anyway, everyone, bye bye. It was nice to stream again after like what 2 weeks. Um, sorry for that, Spark. I should not be fucking anyone's sleep schedule like that. Sorry. Uh, the thing, and by the thing, let's just say the cheese. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye, everyone. I'll try to stream tomorrow. So yeah, bye.